ago. Wow, that is sad. That is pretty frustrating. That is pretty frustrating. So let me mute my Discord mic real quick, and I'll talk to YouTube for one moment. All right, YouTube. So this is getting started late. It looked like the stream had already started. It hadn't. So what we just covered over in Discord was section 1, what options are. This handout link's in the description of this video. So a call is the right to buy 100 shares of the underlying at the strike price. A put is the right to sell 100 shares of the underlying at the strike price. Premium is what you pay for the contract. Bid-ask spread is the amount between the bid and ask. The bigger the spread, the harder it's going to be for us to get a good fill. Delta and Theta are the Greeks that I want us to be concerned with. Delta is the amount our contract increases for every dollar the position goes in our direction. Theta is the amount our contract will decay over the period of holding that position for 1 day. All right. I think I brought YouTube up to speed. All right, how to trade them, how to trade options with Webull, PDT, avoidance, and a cash account. So a lot of people trade or get into trading on Robinhood. Robinhood by default is a margin account, so that's going to be no bueno. We want to be on a cash account if we've got a small account. It's going to be more advantageous for us when we're trading options for the simple fact that we can get in and out of a position with no penalties with a cash account. Okay, if we were to do the same thing on Robinhood, we would be penalized. We'd get a PDT. We'd take a hit towards our PDT because you can only do 4-day trades in a week before you're flagged as a pattern day trader. And yeah, then they would end up restricting your account if you do too many. So cash account, there's no restrictions. All right, you can only trade with settled cash. That would be your only restriction. So cash settles overnight. All right, if you're making a deposit or something like that, it may take a few days for the cash to clear. But once it's cleared, if you're trading options, if you buy and sell the same position in a single day, you were to buy an Apple contract and then sell the Apple contract 5 minutes later, that cash will be available to you the next morning. So really good to know. All right, we're about to get at the open right here. So PDT, cash account, okay, talked about that. How to select a viable options contract, open interest, closer in the money, and expiration. Those are the 3 things that I'm looking at. In addition to looking at my chart, so we're eyeballing 164 here for Apple. We're eyeballing it. Make no mistake. Okay, so open interest is the amount of contracts that are open at that strike price. Okay, volume is going to be showing us how much is being traded real time. So you saw all my volume change to 0 in the while we were live. So we lost our bid and our ask, and we lost our volume. So what I'm looking for is good volume. But before volume, I'm looking at open interest because I need good liquidity at my strike. Good liquidity means I have no problem getting filled. Okay, it typically means tighter bid and ask spreads. There's no magic number that I'm looking for as far as, a 10 cent or a 30 cent spread. There's no magic number. Some securities move in 0.05 intervals, so the best you could get is a 0.05 interval. Whereas with SPY, the spreads are typically 0.01 or 0.02. Okay, so circling back closer to the money. So what is the money? The money is represented by this black bar here. Okay, for a call, anything above this black bar would be in the money. Anything below is out of the money. For a put, so that would mean everything that's light blue over here on the left is in the money, which means everything on the right over here in light blue is in the money. Everything here in the gray above this black bar in the puts is out of the money. Okay, right at the open here, I'm expecting a dump back downwards. I don't think this is going to hold. I think Microsoft and Apple are going to give shitload of this back. Okay, 1 second. I'm just getting the account up as well. Okay, we're going to open up another tab for SPY here. Where's all my pre-market here? Why isn't my pre-market showing? There we go. There we are. Okay, we're going to clear all this stuff off. Okay, this is our pre-market high on SPY. This is our after-hour high, so we'll do text PM high. And we'll pull this line out. We would have a pre-market low line in. Just one moment, guys. We're going to pull that line out as well. This is going to be after-hour high. And after-hour low. Try to get that up to speed here. So yeah, we are reversing off a pre-market high. Right there for SPY. I think that Apple's going to be leading the way on it. Microsoft has a lot to get back. Okay, let's get back to the lesson here. Okay, now that we have some numbers here, I can work with it a little bit better. So we're seeing the bid and the ask here, the spread fluctuating about 0.15. So the 575 is what I pay for the contract if I slap the ask. Okay, if I'm trying to get filled over here towards the bid, I would need to enter a limit order. So when we first clicked on the contract, it's going to populate our limit price at 5.6. Okay, and it's just going to keep it there. Even though our limit or our ask has dipped or it's popped, it's just going to keep it here. So we got to be quick. Otherwise, we'll need to do a market order. All right. So back to selecting a viable options contract. Okay, closer to the money. So right now we're seeing Apple at 162.72. So we've barely got this contract over here in the money. Okay, so right here would be at the money, and this is the first contract in the money. Okay, we're bleeding off here. This is great. I want us to drop below like a rock, 162.50. That's going to push this contract, boom, out of the money, boom, in the money. Going to drop like a rock. Puts it open would have been fantastico. Okay, I'm just grabbing my broker over here. Just give me 1 second. We're just fluctuating right over that 162.50. Don't worry about that. Okay, so right at the money, this 162.50 is right at the money for the calls and the puts. Okay, so I like going right at the money when I'm buying a position. 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. I'm in some 160 puts. Dang. I haven't called anything out yet because I haven't taken any new positions. Just 1 second here, guys. Two, three, got it. All right, Apple's not going to be able to hold this. Should be flushing it again shortly. Microsoft's going to lead the way for SPY. Expiration, okay? Expiration. We see all of our week tabs up here at the top. So we're going to have good open interest on this week that expires this week. And we'll also typically have good open interest on our monthly sets as well. So that would be 18th of February. Last week was the January monthly set. So 18th of February. So you see good open interest on the 165 here, 30,000. The 160 over 32,000. But if we flip to the week before, this isn't the monthly set for February. We're seeing 165 have 28,000 less open interest. So this has 1,500 on 18th of February because it's our big monthly set. At the same strike, over 30,000. Over 30,000. Alrighty. And then at 170, we've got 43,000, whereas the week before, 170 only has 23,000. So you guys are seeing how when we're on monthlies, we have a bigger amount of contracts that are typically available to us. Or if we're on the weekly, those are going to be a significant amount of contracts as well. So keep that in mind. All right. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the expirations I like to pick and when and why. Okay, so if I'm day trading something from Monday to Wednesday, okay, I like to trade the weekly contracts, meaning they expire that Friday. Okay, if I'm holding a position overnight, I don't want to hold a position overnight past Wednesday. Okay, I would rather close out of that position and take a position for next Friday. If I'm going to hold over Wednesday night or Thursday night, then I'm gonna hold that on a further out strike because of what? Because of our theta decay. Okay, as we get closer to expiration, the theta decay is going to be ramping up. Theta decay ramping up. Okay, let me grab. Once we confirm this flush below, I am looking to take another position here. Send to. All right, and that was at 9. Got it. 4 point. Got it. Okay. I think I'm going to take the 165 put just in the money there. What do you want to take the 162.50? Maybe we'll take the 162.50 on the flush. That's the one we'll look for. Oh man, but Microsoft has so much more potential than it. Sorry, we're also live trading over here. Microsoft going to give up the $300 mark? I would think so. I would think so. All right, we're just going to sit on our hands still and get through this lesson before I take any positions. Okay, buying, not selling a contract. I've already covered that a little bit. So buying a contract over here, or if we're on TOS, it's right click and then buy single. Okay, we're not selling. Okay, when we already have our position, it's within our position tab, then we are gonna right click and then close that. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna wait because this is whipping around right now and I don't like that. What can we get that for? Interesting. Interesting. I'm still not a huge fan of anything right now. FOMC meeting is going to be a big catalyst for stuff happening today. So I would be worried about that. Those of you who understand some of the fundamental aspects. Okay, we're going to actually go look at Microsoft here really quickly. I kind of want to take a position here on Microsoft. I want to take a put, assuming that we will give it all back. Not convinced. I've done that twice now. Okay, so that's section 2. Okay, the final section is section 3, principles to remember. So if you guys have any questions, let me know about section 1 or 2, what options are and how to trade them, or those topics. Did I just watch? Yeah. Okay. Wow, the spread on these contracts is terrible. That is not good on those Microsoft contracts. It's pretty bad, actually. Apple up there. Thinking about it, I'm not gonna lie. 160. Okay, trying to. Okay, we got filled on a Apple put here. All right, as we flush below this level. Gonna hang out though. So Apple 160 put weekly. Okay, that's taking us right down towards our 200 EMA here. Looks like we're gonna be turning and giving it back though. So staying in a little bit of a bearish position there. So 160 put right here, seeing as how we're cycling back to pre-market lows, should be pushing back to putting that contract in the money. Okay, not going to freak out unless we start breaking back over like 163.50. Okay, we get a 310 fill on that put. And we're just going to hang out. Just going to hang out. So we took the 310 put for 128 at 3.10. And we're up about 5% right now. So we're at 325. I'm just going to hang out here. All right, that is this position right there. Right there. Okay, so principles to remember. Spready for sure. Surprising, yeah. I assume mostly you bid your contracts. Is there an instance you prefer to slap ask? That right there is a good example of possibly wanting to slap the ask and grabbing the momentum. So when we're pushing it like fast, you might have to slap the ask there, right? But I do like to get filled in between if I'm looking at a stalling. Okay, still monitoring this over here. Looking pretty hot. Okay, it's looking like we will flush 161.50 and all the way back towards these levels back here on Apple. So we had after hour high up here. Okay, and then we had after hour low down here right at our alert, which I'll move this alert up to the gap. Part of the gap there. We'll just kind of monitor this intermittently. So we'll check on Microsoft, still holding 300. SPY trying to pick back up here, which is odd to see. SPY more than likely is going to end up correlating with Apple here. Oh, I just closed out my Microsoft. I hate it when I do that. SFT. There we go. It's falling at the open. This would have been a great example there to slap the ask. Like as soon as we're opening up under this pre-market high, like we're slapping the ask to ride the momentum down. Okay. So type 5, section 3 principles to remember. First part, type 5, okay? What is a type 5? What do I mean by that? Okay, so 5 securities that you are familiar with. So 5 securities you're consistently looking at. Okay, for me, we'll look at the 3 that are at the top of my screen right now. Apple, Microsoft, SPY. Okay, another couple that I might add to that would be AMD, Nvidia, Tesla. So those are just a few more of, that's 6 total of what it is that I'm looking at. We'll take AMD out of there. So we'll just say Nvidia and Tesla. So type 5 is important to have when you're an options trader. It's just 5 companies that you can circle back to. Some people, it might be, Wells Fargo or Bank of America or things like that. These companies typically have good liquidity, right? They have, so that means good open interest. They have tighter spreads between the bid and ask. Okay, there's typically good volume there, right? And then also these securities typically beat out the S&P 500 year over year. Now, what does that mean? That means that it would give it a beta rating over 1. What is beta? Okay, beta is the equivalency of the S&P 500. So if a security or so S&P 500 is a benchmark. So it is a beta rating of 1. So if a company is outperforming the S&P 500, it has a beta rating over 1. Okay, if it is a company that does not outperform the S&P 500 year over year, then it's going to be a sub 1 beta company. Okay, so that is what beta means. And when we're talking about our type 5, we like to have betas over 1, beta over 1. So we're going to see good movement, right? Some volatility within the company. Overall, it likes to go up, right? So at no point are calls a bad idea in the grand scheme of things, but we are getting consistent movement, right? So that's what we need for options. We need good liquidity, good movement, because if things just stay the same, then trading simple options, everybody loses, right? Everybody loses if the security just flatlines and goes sideways. So type 5, like I said, you're looking for a beta over 1. All right, you're looking for good open interest, good volume, kind of across the board on those options, right? Good spread. Okay, and then why are we doing this? Because we're coming intimate with and familiar with the companies, how they move, how they are producing their product, and is it sufficient? Okay, these are things that just the more you look at the company, at the news articles that come up surrounding the company that you're looking at, you become more familiar. Is this something that moves heavily in the morning and then honors those levels throughout the day? Or do we move at the end of the day? Like for me, SPCE is another one that I would put kind of in my type 5 rotation. It's taken a beating lately, but in the afternoons it likes to make a move. Okay, so that's something that if I'm not getting the setups that I want on, say, Tesla or Microsoft or Apple in the morning, then I'll be looking at SPCE at the end of the day, towards the end of the day, towards lunch and after lunch, for that possible move. So, look at here, Apple flushing 200 EMA right there. So we're teaching a class and live trading right now. Okay, 90% of options expire useless. Expiring useless, what does that mean? Worthless. So the premium is worth 0. So if a option expires out of the money, then it expires worthless. So 90% of options do expire out of the money. And why is that important to know? Because people are just trading the premium. They're just trading the premium. Just trading the premium. So they buy it for the premium for one price and sell it at another. Okay, that is just trading the premium. All right. The person who wrote the contract makes money on the theta decay. Makes money on the theta decay. Wow, SPY pushing pre-market high again. Not sure these puts are going to get any cheaper. Puts are kind of expensive. I'm not touching SPY. Hell no. Right, back to the lesson. Five to 1 ratio. So for every 5 winners, we can expect to have 1 loser. It's important that we are making more than we're losing, making more than what we're losing. So we're either losing a certain percent or we're gaining a certain percent every time. It's important to kind of mitigate your expectations off the bat using the 5 to 1. Bam, okay. I just got a message, can't see my cursor. Huh. That's weird. Is weird. Microsoft at VWAP. Okay, working a small account. This is very beneficial, and I hope some of you guys who do have a small account kind of take note of this. Okay, so working a small account, whether it's like $100 or $1,000, whatever you got in there, you got to work with what you got. Okay, being on a cash account is going to give us the most opportunity. Okay, otherwise you're going to have to continuously hold things overnight and swing these positions that are cheap, like costing very, very little. And typically those aren't worth holding overnight. They're just not worth it because they're expiring that week. Okay, so what we saw in Microsoft just now, we saw us pushing back to VWAP. We didn't build a candle over VWAP, so VWAP was still, broken on the downside. And yeah, we were just kind of waiting for it to kind of reverse again. So what we're going to see is probably SPY correlating with that here at the top. Okay, we do have Apple with a candle over the 200 EMA, still sub VWAP though. So on VWAP, still here on Microsoft, kind of wanting to take puts here on SPY. If I'm being completely honest, we're going to use our 9 EMA here a little bit. Let's go to the 6 minute and see what's this looking like. 15 minute, maybe we take a day trade on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, maybe we take a day trade on the 15-minute chart. Okay, we'll keep monitoring this on a 3 minute until then. At least a 3 minute. Microsoft and Apple turning. Okay, we're gonna take this Apple position, or this SPY position. 440 put. Okay, we're just gonna market it this order. Okay, there we are in the position. What did we get filled at? 440 put on this flush. Alrighty, and we're gonna set an alert here for when we are, if we're not looking at the screen and we break below and start to go in the money here. We'll put it right there. Not worried a bit on SPY. Care about what that just did. Still green on our Apple position. Oh wait, did I say, wait, why did I write 310 put? Oh, I am so sorry. That's how much it cost me. 160 put. Ooh. I probably should have a second cup of coffee. Seeing as how I woke up at 5 a.m. to work out. Gonna go to bed till 1. Okay, working small accounts, back to our point here. Don't overnight stuff. Okay, be on a cash account. Buy and sell a position the same day. You can use that cash again the next day. So don't worry about it, all right? It's important that we're stacking up small percentage wins over and over and over and over and over. Okay, so 5%, 10%, 20%. Not looking for our big 100 or 1,000% runners. That's just crazy, okay? We're not going to find those every single day. We're just not going to find them. So we need to mitigate our expectations. Just look for small, consistent winners, right? Small, consistent winners. Play between easy levels. Here we're just playing on that pre-market high breakdown back towards pre-market low, which is all the way at after-hour high. Pre-market low realistically could be like anywhere from 439 to 439.50. Okay, we're just looking to see if we can get back in the money here within the first hour of the day, and just kind of honor this pre-market high level. So if we start to make new high of day, then I'll consider closing out the position here. But otherwise, I'm still anticipating Microsoft to give this a little bit of this gain back, come back towards pre-market low, the 200 EMA, just a little bit, and then SPY to come down towards its 200 EMA as well. So we are making a little bit of a new high on day for SPY there. A little concerned, but as long as we're still under VWAP here on Apple, we're going to hang out. We are going to hang out. Alrighty. So if you have like $100 or $1,000 account, you know, let's say you have a $100 account, you could take like 4 $25 positions within a day. Just look to make, you know, 5, 10, 15% on the trade. Let's say in theory you're able to do, you know, like 0.4, 0.04, 0.05 on each of those. Okay, so you've taken from like 0.25 to 0.3. Okay, now the next day you're coming back with an extra $20 in your wallet, right? You're coming back with an extra like $20 and you're able to do the same thing, rinse and repeat, except now you're going to have an extra $40, right? And then you're able to open up, instead of 4 $25 positions, maybe you can open 5 now. Do that process over and over and over. And then once we get up to about $200, we can do, let's say, 4 $50 positions. Now, you do have to take a very disproportionate amount of risk when you're trading with a small account, right? Once you start getting up over the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 amount, you don't have to take as much risk. Okay, you can start scaling your positions back. You can take, you know, 20, 30% on a single position as opposed to 100% of the account when you're, you know, trading with very little. Okay, what is our next point? Do's and don'ts of the options trading is don't buy an option under earnings. Just don't do that. Stay away from that. Reason being, the anticipated move, you know, from earnings is already factored into the premium. So it's really, really risky to try and play that. Really risky. So I would avoid that, and for a good reason. Okay, we might take a little call here and scalp back towards pre-market levels, because if we're going to make that push on Apple, then SPY is going to go really, really high here. I think we're going to give it all back. Regardless, though. Yep, it looks like we're going to do that. So we will take 445. on the ask. We'll take 2 of those. We'll just sit and wait. What we will need, though, is Microsoft to confirm VWAP before we just take that position. Microsoft confirms VWAP, and then we push back to pre-market high on it. That's going to carry SPY. I mean, I'm not even kidding, close to 450. Just that $6 push on Microsoft. That would mean that Apple would push back to pre-market high levels as well, another $2. That would take us definitely to 445 on SPY there, but we're bleeding upwards right now, and if Microsoft can't hold VWAP, then we're not going to take a long position there. We're just going to stay in our puts. I'm wanting to hold the puts anyways to the FOMC meeting. And I'm expecting to see a flush. If we hit targets before then, that's fine. I'm just going to take my profit and sit on my hands. That would be fine with me. Okay, the other do's and don'ts of options trading. I think I just have it under here, just do paper trading, okay? My main broker is Thinkorswim. They have a great paper trading for options. I would advise you guys to check that out if you get the opportunity to be able to. Definitely worth it. Definitely money to be made there. Okay, seeing how we're dealing with everything right now, I'm tempted to average our Apple position. Little tempted to do that. Seeing as how we've got that position out of the money right now. I think we're going to average. What fill are we gonna try to get? Alright, we got a 380 fill on a 162.50. Alrighty. So we got a 162.50 put for 128 at 3.80. 380. All right, and we're just looking to take it back to session low. So we'll take it just to this level here, just a session low, and then we'll pull profit. So let me see where that's going to put us. So that would put us at about 4.2 on the 162.50. Okay, so I'll go to monitor, create closure, and we'll go put 4.2. That takes us right back down here. So it's actually like 4.3 or 4.4. Well, we could be a little conservative and put that down there. We're just gonna wait. Wait. SPY showing some signs of a reversal. Love to see that. We're gonna continue to monitor Microsoft here. This is gonna kind of pull the market for the day. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are the 3 sections for the options class today. We're just going to be doing live trading for the rest of the class. 4 small positions or 1 YOLO. I like to say 4 small positions and 1 YOLO. Just hanging out, watching right now with Spy. Okay, and Apple here. Everything's retracing. Love it. Looks like we might go see another leg down here. Speaking of YOLO stuff, might take a YOLO SPY put here in like an hour. Like right towards the end of class, I'll let you guys know if I end up taking it. I'll let y'all know. So now we're looking for a 9 EMA break here on SPY. Just looking to flush that level there. And then that will confirm us under pre-market high if we can do it on the next candle. 30 seconds left on this SPY candle here. Okay, Apple had a big hammer here at the top. It's a doji reversal pattern. Okay, meaning if we're trending up, we get a hammer at the top there. We're going to be going downwards. So we could never establish a candle over the VWAP at all today. First candle, big red, then wick. Wick touches, all below. And then candle, wick, candle. So we haven't been able to establish over that at all. SPY's trying to hold its pre-market high right now. He came down and wicked just to that level. It's really trying to hold this. This is going to be a very big leg down at this point. We're going to see Microsoft probably fall at least $2. And I mean like quickly. And SPY will probably recycle like 439 like almost as soon as this pre-market high is broken. We just need to push about 3 cents lower here on Microsoft, and I think it's going to kick everything off here. If we can get below that wick right there. Apple's confirming reversal here. Flushing pre-market high and our 9 EMA. Alrighty, there we go. So we are hustling back towards 440. We're hustling back across the board. So yep, Microsoft was able to get below. Microsoft kind of leading the charge. New session low on the day. We are going back to 298. So we're going to break 300, and that is going to really hurt Microsoft. because that is a very big mental number. They just had good earnings. You know, they're up over 5% at the open. You know, it's all sunshine and rainbows over at Microsoft. No, new session low. Wow. Big push there on SPY. So if anybody has any questions about any of the sections that we've covered in the class today, section 1, 2, or 3, let me know, guys. Okay, this is made to be a printout so you guys can go back and watch and hopefully have a firmer understanding of trading options. This is just the basic, okay? So this will keep you moving very, very slick here and fast. Keys Kid, loving the show. Thanks, Traderverse and CJ. You mentioned some sideways action in the past, Keys Kid. Playing a Strangle, yes. Playing or a Straddle. There's a Strangle and there's a Straddle. So that's what we like to do. We like to do Strangles or Straddles when things are moving very quickly. You learn to play the Strangle? Yep. Good. Yeah, it's nice. So the difference between a Strangle and a Straddle, though, if you don't know, I'm sure you do, is one, you're buying the same strike, call, and put. And then the other one you're buying, if you bought a $2 in the money call, you're going to buy a $2 in the money put as well. That's the difference between the two. Okay, our put's about to be in the money on this next leg down here. Apple's kind of lagging. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Super close here. I'm actually just gonna take profit here on our SPY put. I think I'll set a limit, I suppose. Before this builds some weird candle. Yeah, let me send this to my other chart here. Hopefully we didn't just miss our exit there. I don't think we did by any means. That big red candle just turned green. That was almost this is a whole dollar candle. Okay, we do have that candle confirming all the way below the 9 EMA. And just so you guys are aware, I did set a limit to sell this at 3.5. 3.5. We start to see some weird action here. I want to confirm us below VWAP so we can actually cycle that level like properly. We're just chugging towards it. I want to cycle that level properly, so we'll need to confirm a candle below VWAP. We'll just continue to watch Microsoft here. So Microsoft is gonna, if it can continue to spiral downwards, under 300 is great for us with being inputs and everything. So what is the sector doing this today? Let's go look at... Did my mind just go blank? Yeah. Yeah, it did. Look at this heat map, baby. Look how green this is. Thank you, Microsoft. Okay, what sector is... I mean, every sector is super hot today. It's going to be real sad when here in about an hour, or not an hour. Yeah, I would actually say like an hour or two, all of this starts to turn red. Let's go look at China. China's red, we're going to go red. It's a very green map right now. It's not going to stay like that for long. This is how it works. The US market moves off of Microsoft, everything moves off of China. Financials is doing well. Tesla's ripping. Nvidia's doing well, as one would assume with Microsoft having good earnings. Okay, let's see here. Healthcare. Healthcare might be the first to go. Energy. Energy's gonna be the first to go. Yeah. Energy followed by healthcare. Hell, Johnson & Johnson's almost break even on the day. Yep, so we're going to be in these trades for a little bit today. Let's actually open up a Pfizer chart here. What is the price of Moderna? I like Moderna contracts. They move well. Yeah, that should cycle. 154 should cycle. Wonder what the 155 was at then. Let's go take a peek. My other monitor here, 155. The peak was 678, it looks like. 678. So about 80%, 90%. We're absolutely gonna do that. Can I get a good fill? Can I get a good fill? All right, hey, we got out of our SPY position at that 3.5 mark. That just filled. Beautiful. Can you expand a little bit more? Oh. I'm mostly an options trader. Yeah, I am mostly an options trader. Boom, SPY. SPY puts are in the money now, guys. Okay, looking to take profit wherever. All right, good moves there, guys. Beautiful. I already got out of my SPY play. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your stuff there. It just hit my alert right then. But yeah, I mostly trade options just because once you start to see how options move and the volatility within them and just the amount of predictability that you can have as well. Like, look at this candle right here. This candle is going to put us over, man. Hold on here. Yeah, Moderna's got whack spreads right now, so I'm not looking at that. So that SPY 440 put is up $100 right now, over $100 since entry. We took profit. We took good profit right there. I'm not even worried about it. Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. Okay, now we had taken another SPY put up here. There at the top, so we're green on everything. We're just wanting to see a flush of 161.50. Let's grab Microsoft again here. Microsoft's still coming a little bit lower, still under 300. The reason that I like to trade options more than commons, I'll expand on this a little bit more, is I can save a lot of money actually. So what does that mean really? Well, if I were to buy a contract that's say a year or 2 years out, an expiration, really deep in the money, this is what's known as a leap or a leaps contract. And that is essentially going to be the equivalency of owning 100 shares, except you aren't paying the same amount that you would normally when you're buying 100 shares, right? So it may be $5,000 to buy 100 shares, and it may only be like $3,500 to buy one of those contracts. Okay, so we're able to save up $1,500 of capital, and we have kind of like, that loss can continue to grow if you buy common shares, whereas that's out. We're out what we put in, right? We're out what we put in. So I hope that kind of answers your question there a little bit more. Those of you who took those SPY puts are doing really freaking well right now. Apple puts, if you took them down here or if you took them up there, you're green. Okay, we're real green on everything. So I would love to see a flush of 161.50, and then we'll go ahead and take profit. I want to take profit at 160.60. That's what I really see happening here. I really do see that happening. Holy cow, guys! If you guys took that trade on SPY, you are up almost 200% now. Oh, there we are, pushing Apple again. There's our Apple alert. All right, we're hitting all of that right now. We're just seeing for a pre-market low break here. All right, SPY's pushing again down towards the 200 EMA. Contract was on SPY at 2.89 at entry, and now it's at 420. Blaze it. I shit you not, it's at 420 right now. It's over 420 as a matter of fact. So you guys are making a lot of money on this contract right now if you guys are still in it. I took 50 bucks off the table, 50, 60 bucks off the table, whatever. I'll see you later. It's not worth it for me. I'm still grinding my little small account stuff. So let's look over here and we will see what we got going on. Okay, I would really like to get out of this position, sir. So we will take profit on that bad boy. Actually, we're just going to sit on these Apple ones for a little bit longer. We're just going to sit on these ones a little bit longer. I'm just curious, what are these over now? They were over 4.25. So not bad. Alright, if we break the 200 EMA, like, say lobby, we're gonna fall another $2. Apple, here we go. Alright guys, so any questions, let me know. Oh shoot, sorry, I stopped looking at Discord chat. I use the Strangle to my advantage, plays gaps so perfectly. Then I play opposite side with time remaining. Nice. What do I see? IWM midterm. Yeah, let's go look at the Russell. 200 is obviously a very mental level for it to hold. It's been consolidating up in this range for a long time. I couldn't break over that 240 mark and hold, so we fell a lot. Okay, we fell to about our dip over here January of 2020. Okay, so this was really good price action down here, really good price action down there. I don't think we're gonna necessarily flush all of this out. When's the next Russell reshuffle? I wonder. Yeah, 193 did look it looked a little predictable. It looked like 191 was completely within the possibilities there. We won't. What is that? Played Tesla options once. Didn't realize I was on the SPY chart. Oops. Oh, geez, that's TOS for you. Won't happen again, that's for sure. Do you bounce between different time frames for 9 EMA? Yeah, I like the 3 and the 6. 3 and the 6 for the 9 EMA. Let me get a 9 EMA up. 3 and 6. And 15, really, to confirm. Alrighty, so those of you who took those SPY puts made out well. Made out very well. Boom, boom, boom. showing a little bit of rejection and resistance down there at 160, 150 on Apple. Not buying it. Not buying it. I think we go back down and break it. It's just about the amount of time that it's going to take to do that. So I realistically see us ending at 157 today, depending on how the FOMC meeting goes. And that's pretty damn aggressive, and I do know that. Well aware, well aware. Have to jump off. Thanks. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Oh, he just fell out. I was gonna say that I found this really cool NFT project. Ooh, Paul, you're in here. You might be able to tell me. I found this really cool like NFT project. You can tell me in a DM. Do I? Yeah. You can tell me in a DM. I found this like really cool NFT project, and I'm wondering kind of who like the NFT guy is. That maybe like I think it'd be cool to talk to these people because they got something really cool going on. It's like kind of a first for NFTs. Like I haven't seen this, and I'm wondering who I should grace it upon. I'm talking with the owners of it or the creators, I suppose I should say, and one to kind of. You bet. AMAs each Friday. Would love to connect with them. Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah. I'm chatting with them, so. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. DM info and I'll. Alright, yeah. Beautiful. I will send that message right now. So yeah, we're just kind of sitting on a lot of cash right now, guys. As in, we took a lot of profit on SPY, and we're sitting in some Apple puts from up here. We're still green on, waiting for a bigger flush. But yeah, about 20-30 minutes left slated for the live session. I think this is going to be a day full of stuff like this, so I'm super excited. FOMC meeting coming up around 2 p.m. Eastern, so watch for a big sharp turn in the market somewhere, whether it's the upside or downside then. Okay, let's check back in here. And let's go look at China. China. They're red, but they're not bleeding. Okay, I think the whole world might be waiting on this meeting. I really just want Apple to collapse like right now. Like I'm so ready for that, for it to just burn. Burn, Apple, burn. Alrighty. So we bought a 440 put. What was the timestamp on that? Bought that 957 right here. Grab that sucker right there. Saw that move. Not bad. Not bad. Also, we bought an Apple put out of the money, and we're still in the money on that sucker. Still in the money. Still in the money. Still in it. This go look at the 162.50 chart on 9. $420. We actually would have, if I had my limit set at 420 like we were talking about there on Apple, we would have gotten filled. So that's nice. It's good to know that we were right on that as well. If I had that 420 mark, we hit that right at 1030. Do we hit that again before? No, we hit that right at 1030. We actually pushed a little bit over 420, so 422. So we pretty much would have had the best exit ever right at that line at that 161.50 if we had set that limit on the 162.50 put to take profit at 420. We would have taken about $10 of profit there on 10 or 20 bucks on there as well with our 160 put, but I'm still seeing this coming all the way down. Like all the way down. So maybe we ride another SPY put, or we should have stayed in our SPY put as far as conviction goes. Can I briefly explain what I saw on the SPY chart to buy puts when I did? Yeah. So I was seeing a pre-market high push-up, right? And this was a very aggressive entry, right? Because I just waited to confirm this red candle here as a cycle. But if you look at our volume here, we see that volume fell out. So I didn't really shout out the volume, okay? It would have been a lot safer to play it on the 9 EMA break. So once we actually built a candle below our pre-market high, we would have actually taken a position here on the safe side. But I took it on the volume break. So after we confirmed this candle under this stair step here, right here, on this doji here at the top, I was like, yeah, we're going to cycle it, because I was also seeing a lot more downside potential. If you're looking at SPY here at 957, if we look at Apple at 957, we still have room, because remember my analysis was saying that we're going to flush 161.50 and go to 160. Okay, we haven't even done that yet, and SPY already has cycled back down to session lows. Okay, and we're finding our other leg down right now. So just basic volume analysis, to be honest, man. Basic volume analysis. We saw a spike up, and then we saw volume fall out again here at the top with another doji. So this would have been another great area to possibly enter. Again, really aggressive here because we're still over VWAP, 200 EMA, and 9 EMA. So it was very aggressive. I was just playing the volume and being aggressive because we were already in an Apple position. So yeah, I was playing this aggressively for the reversal. Okay, and I walked through a little bit of mud here because this move didn't mean anything with Apple or Microsoft. This move never established us over VWAP, right? So I just hung out and just chilled. So I didn't panic or anything. Now we're building that candle below our 161.50 mark, finally. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. So we're still over 420. Okay, we're at 325 for the other contract as well. So we're green on everything for the day, guys. If you're wanting to take profit, now is a great time to take profit. Still anticipating we cycle down to 160, but if you have multiple contracts, I would just recommend taking them off and, you know, just letting some stuff ride, if you would. So, yeah, pretty easy day there. Pretty easy day. Still under 300 there on Microsoft, fighting. Okay, so we're going to go to after hour high now. We have support now that we're building a candle under 200 EMA. If we don't retest 200 EMA within the next minute 30, then we're going to come down and cycle after hour high. Otherwise, we might consolidate right here and then drop. Okay, we might even try to pop up again to our initial session lows at 439 and then resist. Either way, we have entered positions and we are green on everything, guys. So got about 15 minutes left for today's session. Okay, we're still eyeballing China over here. All right, and we'll also watch the heat map for us. Okay, so healthcare is turning. All right, healthcare we are expecting to turn. Energy has also turned. Okay, so we were just seeing very green stuff across the board, right? And we were seeing some grays here within healthcare, some grays and energy. Okay, we had a little bit already red. Okay, so now we've got a lot more red in healthcare, a lot more red in energy here. So utilities will be the next one to more than likely go. Okay, aerospace and defense already down. So Boeing is down right now. So look at Raytheon as a sympathy play for that RTX, Raytheon. So Boeing way down right now. We might go play some Raytheon sympathies on this. Actually, let me get a new tab on that. SPY crossing that 440. Yep, yeah, I know. RTX. Okay, so Raytheon will realize this Boeing dip that we're seeing here. Okay, Boeing had shit earnings. Surprised you missed 2,000% on your earnings. Bad on Boeing. Lo siento, Boeing. I am sorry for your loss. Okay, but let's look at a sympathy play on RTX to realize how bad that earnings really was. $90 puts on RTX. Let's pull that up on the Webull screen so you guys can actually see what these look like. Okay, RTX is 120 and 101 with a god-awful spread. Okay, this is a good example. Let's look at the monthlies. Terrible. Okay, let's look at the week before. None. Okay, none. Great. This sucks. This is an awful idea. I don't think we're going to play this anymore. Oh, wait. Monthly has 3,800 open interest. Spread is still bad. Huh. Yeah, no, we're not going to play this. I'd rather go play Boeing. You could play Raytheon as a sympathy, but Boeing's going to retrace 194. It sure did move a lot in pre-market. That's crazy. Okay, we didn't come back and wick up to the 200 EMA. So our next support's down here at 436. We've got a huge gap in pre-market, this big-ass green candle right here. So that's kind of like our gap here. Alright, looking at Microsoft as well here. About 10 minutes left in today's class. A super dumb question. Your 200 EMA is higher than mine on all charts. Are you looking at 200 EMA daily even when on a 3-minute chart? I don't understand. Yeah, it's just the 200 EMA. 200 EMA on close. maybe you have an SMA. SMA takes a lot more historical, whereas the EMA is a lot more like relative to current data. So that's why I use the 200 EMA. Are you using TradingView, or are you saying that 200 EMA study on TOS is different? No, my actual number is different. Go to QQQ. Okay. There. Let's put my new indicator on. This is a free indicator, by the way, guys. I'll drop a link at the end of class for this. We'll turn parabolic SAR, RSI, and turn on our TUA, our moving average. Okay. So looking at the Qs, looking at the Qs, we have a 200 EMA, like right at 349.88. You know, I think I know what is going on here. So you're on the 1 day, 3 minute chart, and I'm wondering what the equivalency is here. But it's not, it's taking in more time. I don't know how to explain that. $200 EMA is 347. I don't even know how that'd be possible. Huh. Could not tell you, man, why that is different on your screen. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry. Wish I had an answer for you. Knifing down, huh? Okay, back up. Retested at 200 EMA. Okay, we now have support down here, session low about 437.55. Still bearish. Looks like we're gonna blow through all of this. Microsoft back at 300. Yeah, good opportunities to take profit everywhere at one point or another. Can you briefly... Oh, okay. I think I didn't see confirmation base. Okay. All right. I thought we had another question from eFish there. Another VWAP retest here on Apple. Okay, so we're just trading very technically here today, which I like to see. Okay, we've been moving very parabolically. Very parabolically. Yeah, let me get the info for this, you guys. This is totally free. If you guys are wanting to use this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I don't want to bog up the education chat, so I'm going to put this in the off-topic chat. All right. All right. It's going to be in the off-topic chat, and it's getting posted in there right now. Beautiful. There we go. Alright guys, it is 11 o'clock, so this is where I'm going to be cutting the stream at. So if you guys enjoyed today's class, big thanks to Hawk Holdings and the other members of the team in here for having me. Irish, Doctor, thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for having me. Thanks for coming in and showing up and showing out in the class. I'll see you guys again next Wednesday. If you have any questions in the meantime, just at me in any chat. Okay, if you have any questions about the indicator, which you're seeing on your screen right here, this is free. So if you guys want to play around with some TradingView stuff, it's 10 and 1, 10 and 1. Okay, so TradingView says that you can only have 3 indicators for their free basic version of TradingView. So this is 10 and 1, and you can turn them on, turn them off. It shows you what class, volume, volatility, momentum, trend. It has a dashboard as well. So this is the Selene Algo Essentials. It's free, so go check it out. Get early access now. And yeah, guys, I'll see you next Wednesday.